So he needs to answer it at some point. Cool. Please exile it. Thank you. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we will have absolute fun with just out-tempoing our opponent like crazy with the Mindsplice Apparatus, because for some time we didn't play Jeskai in this version, and this is really fun deck, especially when you get the Chandra going. Potentially you can also get the Invasion of Arcavios going, so the sky is the limit. What more? You also have Devious Cover-Up. Alright, and Devious Cover-Up means that you can go infinite with this deck as well. And somehow today there's a lot of mill decks, so maybe it will come handy. We will see. Also, Mirrex will be MVP for today. You will see it in action, man. This card is insanely cool. So, what the deck is about? It's just a cool control with Mindsplice Apparatus. You will go infinite, you will clear everything, you will play so many cards, your opponent won't even want to know what your win con is. You don't need one. He will just scoop out of frustration. And this is what we do. We also have sideboard for the Invasion of Arcavios, of course. We have some cool ones. The double counter spell, Galvanic Iteration, so we can get whatever we need, whether it's life gain, removal, card advantage, you know, whatever you like. Alchemist Gambit, if you want this double hit with something, you can also pair it with Twilight. So if you can make 10 tokens and also at the same turn cast the Gambit, or even for, you know, this 3 mana, so it's actually pretty cheap, you can attack twice, or, you know, attack once but make turn twice, so you already win. There are a lot of shenanigans with this one. And we play both Sunfall and the Farewell, because I want a perfect sweeper. If you have a wish in the deck, you wish for a perfect card, not a good one. So Farewell and Sunfall works differently. Sometimes when you need a sweeper, Sunfall is strictly better, and this token might win you the game, so why wouldn't we have it? So guys, let's not talk, let's go into the action. You will also see some mono-red games, but don't worry, they will be really short this time, because I enjoy different matchups today. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. I really think this deck will be cool, especially like to, you know, see all the shenanigans with a lot of mana. So I hope you will have some fun, and thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it, and you're amazing. Thank you. Alright, so we are on the play. And that's pretty good with Union overall, because you have so much more time to play the sweeper against, you know, whatever creature deck you will see this game. On the play with Syncopate, also pretty insane. We'll play the white land as a surprise factor. Maybe we get something for 2 white mana, I don't know. So Mirrex might be good turn 4 play. They trying to bait a play. Oh, they won't. They absolutely won't. Won't live. Yeah, that I figured it will be the one. That's the one you actually want to waste some damage by not casting enchantments, just to make sure it resolves. If I knew I will draw it, I would play differently though. He generally shouldn't be able to go above 3/3. 1 mana enchantment into 2 mana enchantment is the usual, which should mean that we kill everything. I hope. Let's see. Audacity? Perfection. Absolute perfection. He's still in the game, just because he has a Cardo from the dock. No mercy for them. Alright, I wanted to say more, no fear of the visitor, but, you know, it just sounded a bit more epic. Alright, first sweeper of the game. Go. Here we go. You can start over. Now on better terms. I mean better for us, of course. Oh, do you feel the explosion? Because it just happened. It just happened. You don't see it, but there was an explosion right there. Let's see the visuals at the end game. Oh boy. Explosion is closer and closer. You know that he's already thinking about it. It's like, oh man, do I really need to play it out? And he's like, maybe he has 7 lands in the hand. I've seen on the video, it happens a lot. And he's not wrong. It might have been 7 lands. That's a counter. And that's a creature. Or, you know, it will be a creature when we sweep the board. They get some value with the dock. They will get it back on the next turn, so no, it's still good for them. but it's even better for us. And I think we let the guard down on the next turn and just go for huge Silver Scrutiny. Weird. Was this a protection spell? They should not have instants, to be honest. Alright, let's go with Fateful Mending. For some very decent cards. Honestly, I don't care about the unions so much. Like, Silver Scrutiny is basic. Man, the first discard really hurts, but the second one is super fine. If I played this, what happens? I mean, I can get a lot of life. I think this is better play. We just go for 5 and say, bruh, do your worst. Okay. Not the best hits. When I do this play, I always like to hit a sweeper, because this basically answers whatever they have. Did we miss Farewell? No, we just didn't draw it still. Alright, not a Sunfall as well. We will still win this pretty easily, but it's a bit harder than it should be. 3-3. Can you go above Volcanic Spite? No. I mean, cool. Man, I'm so good at Magic. They will get back the Kami, but we don't care. We're just having way too much fun. I mean, way too much fun. And when this is cast, it will become very, very small. And we like this kind of stuff. They have Exile for 3 mana, so Chandra, you know, needs to be in some kind of, you know, surprise. They want to pump. Very cute. Enjoy. They can cast one more spell, maybe. It seems they don't have anything for 1 or 2 green. How do we do it? We could double kill them with Chandra. We won't have enough mana for a counter spell though. So maybe we take this one hit? Honestly not sure. Yeah, I think we just try to kill them with Chandra. If they kill her, it's okay. Like, we can dig into better answers. Let's play like this. I could also attack, but they would block with this one and make a token, so that's not great. I think the -4 is the best one, right? We could also Spite twice. Nah, we do it later. First, let's get the full value. To be honest, it's brave for them to be in the game, because the game ended when we called the explosion. But they can definitely try. They can definitely try. A bit unfortunate. This is the difference between 3 mana counterspell and Devious Cover-Up. With other one we could defend her, but it's fine. Like, we have... With Fateful Mending I feel pretty confident that I can draw whatever I need. Especially with the Spite. I cannot make Mirrex, but we'll do it on the next turn, and we're just trying to play... I will play more lands. We can use a lot of lands in this deck. And the board is empty, with us being on the winning side, so it means that counterspells are amazing because they lock the state, basically. We are just saying that whatever happens, the game will stay the same. They want to counter it. The moment of true mono-blue mage. Or we just kill it with Spite and cycle the card. I like it. I think it torments them a little bit more. They have the hope. Man, maybe they don't have a counter spell. Oh no, I hate control. That's how I see it, alright? But the truth is, they lost the game way earlier, and they are just, you know, trying to make it work. They are trying to save it. This is a channeled ability, so we cannot counter it. So let's go. And we can make a Mirrex token. We say go. We attack. Right at the end of his end step, at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, it will be mine, so it can attack. Cool. So I think we start with the Fateful Mending and we see what the actual cards are. Wow, Mindsplice Apparatus! We are indeed a Mindsplice Apparatus deck! You are correct, Shuffler. I mean, only 30 cards deep. Seems about right. One Fateful Mending is out, so let's play the land. And we can also Mindsplice or counter into the Mirrex. Alright, they can lifelink, but I'm not fully sure how much it helps them. Bruh, What's about this weird green tear on your avatar? Because this won't race us. They're actually trying to fight the tokens, man. Oh, I love it. It's sad and hilarious at the same time. Alright, I want my cards back, so I will get Silver Scrutiny. Maybe Silver I told you the explosion was a bit delayed, but it happened a long time ago, basically. Alright, let's go into the next one. The Absolute Pass. Mono white with no creatures seems interesting. What's up, my friend? What's up? We have a lot of removal. Oh, Azorius Control, right? With some sharks. You love to sit. I'm super happy I'm playing Fires of Victor right now. That was like, he's playing a control deck, but he already has like 0 value nearly. However, we need more cards before we cast Silver Scrutiny. Chandra will be potentially game winning, depending. Oh, right, he wants to draw. We cannot do anything about it, so I guess it's at least sorcery speed, so there is no Emperor. Not on this turn, at least. Land is actually a really good draw. Like, no joke, it's a good draw. Double blue is okay. We can go into the Painlands if we want. Like, it's fine in this kind of matchup. 4 cards. It's still not over. It all depends. Like, he can have double Memory Delusion, double Counterspell, and that will be extremely good. So I know. Alright. We are short on lands, that's scary. I hope he taps out for a moment so we can play Silver Scrutiny and go from there. We need to keep hitting lands and we need to hit some counter spells. And like 2 counter spells and a card draw and some lands is the situation where we want to be. Good. You can draw, but I will draw as well. I will discard something, no worries. Probably the board, right? Farewell is not amazing in this matchup, but it might do something. You know, just a little something. Will be really hard to draw cards with this one. So far he has only the shark, and it will be protected probably. Alright. He really loves to tap out, doesn't he? Especially, man, I just changed my mind. Farewell? Pretty good. Let's see if he plays the Spell Pierce. If he... let's go Artifacts in case he plays Consider. I don't think he does. Oh, my friend, you should not tap out. Maybe he has something stronger, but he really seems to be scrapping for any value right now. And we have Chandra. And when he taps out next time, when we are not forced super hard, we just play Chandra. I think we can just go Mirrex plan, right? This seems oddly in line with Dissipate mana. We can go for Union into the Mirrex. I think that's a decent turn. We basically use full mana. We could also draw with the Fires. Good. First, Union. There was no priority, man. That was a spell. I think he has nothing. He has no instant. Right? I believe so. Oh, that's very cool. I absolutely do not mind it. I really want some instant value. So we will go like this. It's not the best play in the world, but it should be enough. And don't worry that we do it twice. And it's also really hard to counter. Reef. See ya. And we also get very nice loyalty. Fateful Absence, right? We still have other threats. The fact that we went, you know, like 4 extra cards for free is the big one. And as you can see, we can start chaining them. Ossification is probably the worst removal he could have, because we get her back. Basically for free, right? Because Farewell is 6 mana. We still have one. And he's really serious about the Seed Sharks. I expect he plays something before it dies. But I also don't think... That's not a Dissipate mana, my friend. This is... I don't have a card mana. Oh man, he is a control deck, but it feels like he has like no power in this control. Not sure why, like it seems like a decent build, but yeah, I don't like ossification in farewell decks. It's just very, very awkward. Let's go with the Mirrex. The game is still not over. He has 4 cards. It could be like heavy cardo cards and we have no counterspell, so we are still fighting for it. But you know, we'll try to make it work. I'm not sure if he will like it. Alright. 4. That's not even too much, to be honest. He has a negate mana. I think I'm playing a bit too hard around his stuff because so far he has nothing. But I will still go for it. Perfect, those are the cards. So we will go Brotherhood's End. Twilight is needed. Farewell. Average. I really want the Landman, so I think it's Fires of Victory. It could be a Farewell, but maybe we'll need it. 2 cards? Man, that's cheating. I don't want 2 cards. Oh, that's so mean. Oh man, that's super mean. Alright, sure. I hated it. Let's play the land first. It also means that we are guaranteed to resolve this, even if he drew a counter spell. Which he might, because this is always the, you know, relevant mana. Okay, maybe not always, but always something you need to pay attention to. They didn't do anything. Alright, Mirrex, go. Now we have a hard counter spell, and that's all the difference. He needs to, like, he is the guy in trouble. We don't need to do anything, we just need to chill for 4 turns, and he will die. Oh, it just got down to 3 turns. Enjoy, my friend. I hope you have some good plays in this hand, because we do not need... Chandra is just a side win con. The true win con is here. Enjoy. Oh boy. He's playing control, but believe me, he has literally 0 control over this game. Oh, perfect. Alright. Repeat. And he needs to go super hard. The problem for him is that he needs a sorcerer speed to resolve, and we play it only at the end step. What would you say if we Devious Cover-Up it? Alright, we go this. I will take 1 farewell, even though I don't really want to draw it, you know? But it's good to have 1 in the deck in case something goes wrong. And I want him to counter again, so, or you know, do something so I can Syncopate and just lock him down. He will be at 8 poison, which means that every single of those tokens is deadly, and he can hold it for maybe 4 turns, but at 1 turn he will whiff, and we will kill him. Alright, we are going first with Flameless Ball, the only card that matters in Standard right now. So, yeah. Man, I played 3 mono reds in a row. Like, I'm allowed to make the comments. You know what? I'm in the state of mind when I'm actually happy to see a mono blue player, which tells a lot. At least I can play the game longer than 1 turn. You know, that's crazy. Alright, so what are we with, you know, with this game? Double Flameless Bolt is okay, but it's definitely not what you want. Double Ward, bad. We probably will cycle it. We'll see what we hit. Theoretically you can kill Jin, but nearly nobody plays it without protection. And protection means you go 2 cards for 1. So you don't do this unless you really have to. Wow, that is an abysmal draw. Alright, we should have all the mana, so let's go like this. See, with this kind of value we actually go for it. Alright, a counter spell, that's a good card for the matchup. We need to sneak somehow the Mindsplice Apparatus. And then we need to Silver Scrutiny. Sure. Huh, this will be tricky. It would be easier if they make the huge mistake, but I don't feel they will. Like, you know, playing Jin on the next turn or something like this. Generally they don't do this thing. Alright, let's see. I'm not cycling because the cards are kinda okay in the end. You know, not the best ones, but okay. First, right? I don't like it. Alright, you're thirsty. I'm also thirsty for some Mindsplice Apparatus. Man, that sounded horrible. Alright, so one Jin down the drain. And they discarded a land indeed. A lot of cards, 9, but it means after playing a land they still need to play something. Oh my, no way. Please don't play, oh they have it. Otawara? Oh my god, they don't have it. Oh yes, 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 yes. Man, hi Mythic. They still do this stuff. I cannot believe what I see. Oh, I love it. Also, they cannot answer Apparatus, so we are getting the value. Oh, you wanted a Jin? They have a Spell Pierce, it seems. That's the only thing that would... Oh, consider maybe? Man, they already gave up 3 of their 4 Jins. Man, like, this is top 1300 Mythic in the world. Oh my god, like, you could think that with 9 cards, with anti-control deck, they could beat control, but apparently, no, they just scoop. Alright, opponent goes first, full counter spell hand. I love it. Now I need to see the mountain and I can scoop. Oh boy, Mythic. Perfect. That was a great game of Magic. Cool. Cool, cool. I enjoyed this experience. I think I misplayed a little bit, so next time we'll make better plays and we'll win. Alright, so this looks like a losing hand, doesn't it? Let's take it. Volcanic Spite is the only reason we are taking it, because we can get... Oh my god. Mono red on the play, so good at Magic. You know what? I think that's what I think about this matchup. Alright, we are going first because we are a great player at Magic. Let's see. Is that a mono red guy? I guess they are all mono red guys at this point. Let's start with the painless blue mana. Into Reef, into the pass probably. So we can... Oh, alright, we'll actually play Magic. That's great. And for playing Magic, our hand is actually really strong right now. I like this art. That's a cool one. Alright, so we will just keep playing some lands until we can sneak the Mindsplice Apparatus, and then we try to go over the top. This will be tricky. I hope he taps out for something that isn't relevant, like maybe wedding announcement or I'm not sure, something like this. Because they definitely won't tap unless they play something that is worth it. Alright, no Field of Ruins please. This got me scared a little bit. Huh. I'm not casting it into open mana, bro. That's perfect draw. I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly type of land you need in this situation. Oh boy. Go! Oh! You know what? You know what? This might be one of the only situations. What is their next play? Hidetsugu, right? We can kill it. We lose the card. We can also go Mindsplice Apparatus and try to go over the top. They might not be able to punish it. But they will lose all the counter spells and they have 5 mana. Huh, that's an interesting situation. I think we try to go with Mindsplice Apparatus and... Oh no. He tapped the mana. It's not a difference on this turn because we don't have counters, but he always counts it as the perfect land. He doesn't incorporate the knowledge that no. In a moment it will be the worst land. Alright. A bit unfortunate timing on the Emperor, but truth to be told, this is what they want to see. We have Brotherhood sent for this, so as long as we can untap with Mindsplice Apparatus, I think we should be okay. Just please don't kill it. Oh boy, it gets worse. But we can hit for 5. They go for instant meal. Alright. Good decision on their part, to be honest. Devious Cover-Up is not here though. That's good. That's good. So we might not get milled at all. Alright. So let the game begin. We play the land and I think we say go. 4 damage a turn is not scary for our juggernaut of a deck. Moment we untapped with Mindsplice Apparatus, we are enhanced. absolutely stronger, and they cannot fight us straight on. Like, even with two Silver Scrutinies, right, are down, we still have 2 in the deck. 4 mana, so I want to keep up for the Syncopate. I'll take this damage. It's okay. They aren't very aggressive cores, so they cannot deal more. And they will probably win by mill anyway. I can Syncopate for 2. I think that should be enough. Let's go first for the Emperor, so the tokens are not bigger, and we can bounce one of the tokens quite easily. A card! Not a good one, but still a card.
For this?
Fateful Mending is interesting option. I think we should use it. Alright, this will be a land. Otawara is a spell. This is a removal. I think it's Mindsplice Apparatus. Hopefully they don't kill it now. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Alright. Whew. That was scary as hell. I did not enjoy that pause. They are torturing me. Alright. So now we can start defending. And then we'll try to reverse the game. We have Devious Cover-Up in the hand. Tap land is perfect. Gives us even more mana advantage. Let's go gently. With a single mana tap. This will be a very gentle tap. And I take my 3 damage for the turn. Alright. I make a small army. This one land is actually making a huge difference because their relevant spells can be countered now. Alright, this is definitely not a draw we needed. I think we take 1 hit more and then we try to resolve. I want to make sure that I can counter whatever he plays. He doesn't have as many relevant spells. And we build our army every single turn. So he needs to answer it at some point. Cool. Please exile it. Thank you. We need Silver Scrutiny, and we should be able to close this game then. Still lands. Not very good. Not very good. Let's start the beatdown. We still have the mana for Mirrex, but we probably won't use it. This is his turn to do something. If he sweeps, we are using Mirrex. If he plays Breach, we counter it. And get all the Syncopates into the deck. Alright, show me what you got. Nothing. That's what I like. That's what I like. Union, alright. First we attack into the Emperor, maybe? No Emperor even! How many are there? Man, that's not a lot. It felt like more. Let's play this. 1 mana is something I can invest. That's a card that matters. But let's keep it. We don't need it right now. We are already winning on the board super hard, and he needs to play a sweeper, which is a sorcerer speed. And we still get another poison guy at the end step. Huh. Farewell, though, is a bit rough, my friend, isn't it? Because it kills my Mindsplice Apparatus, and I like it. Syncopate. It also kills my graveyard, which I also like. Scrutiny, Scrutiny. Yeah, let's enjoy the moment. This is really good, man. And let's go with Mindsplice Apparatus, I think. No, we are okay. And he needs a hard counter like negate. Otherwise, we can just pay infinite. Those are some good cards. I hope you brought something extremely strong for this 2 mana. I think we won with this turn. I think that was the turn that decided everything. Cool. So he's nearly dead already. Life gain doesn't matter, so we don't need to kill our own stuff. Let's untap, draw a Silver Scrutiny, or you know, the other thing. 8. Very nice. We don't need to pay more. Like, to play more, I mean. 3 cards, yeah. This is what Mirrex does to control decks. Basically, he had better situation all game long, in some ways, but he didn't have Mirrex and we had it. Alright, on the play with Flame Blast Bolt, I'm already happy, man. So, this is actually a really good opening. Let's go with the Shivan Reef, because this matches our hand. So the point is that we can defend ourselves for few turns very nicely. We have the lands and we have the redraw. The redraw is the big stuff. Alright. You think we won't do it twice? Oh, you are mistaken. We will burn ourselves as much as needed. And kill all those toxic tokens and stuff. Okay, I cannot resist this. I simply cannot. It also gets exiled, man. It's out! It's permanently out! Like, how could you not be happy about it? Let's go for blue mana. And soon, like, we need to draw probably one more land and go for Silver Scrutiny and hopefully chain them. And that should be the game closer. We just need to, you know, keep up him from doing stuff. Which might be easier than we expect, but we'll see. It all depends on the draws. As usual, we have really a variety of good answers. Alright, he probably wants to cast something, so he thinks, oh, now I will pump it. Oh boy, that's some scooping material. I should not be so happy. Oh, that was perfect. And it was never in the play, so he doesn't draw a card because it wasn't put into graveyard from the battlefield. Oh boy, that's... this is as bad for him as it gets, and as cool for me as it gets. Oh boy, I'm so happy. Whenever you get this sweet 2-for-1, man, we also... Like, look at this card, like... Those cards are the biggest cool thing about Jeskai. You can just absolutely destroy those guys. You know what? It's so expensive, I love to counter it. It also gets exiled, so, man, look how much we exiled this game. Alright, so, more Syncopates. Point is that I will play Mindsplice Apparatus at some point, whenever he goes for lower power play. Are you a lower power play? Man, this sounds weird, but I guess I said it right. So, sure. And let's see if he goes for Audacity. Mishiko. That will be a lot of power, but you won't have a creature, my friend. And what will you do if you don't have a creature? Sloth just fighting to talk. We will get a card. So, we can do it now, right? We have the mana because of the Mindsplicer. I call it Mindsplicer, it's fine. We draw a card, that's 4. Perfect. We can still Syncopate for 1, except we can't. Alright, but I think with Silver Scrutiny 1 card, yeah, he's out. He lost the game. And now we untap with Full Might, so we go for 6 cards. I mean, that's okay. I won't complain. Oh, very, very good. Let's go for this one. I always like to draw a bit more than I can handle, because that means you can cycle all the lands and stay with relevant cards. You know, I expected Farewell, which would be a bit better, but you can see that he is in some... Oh boy. Oh, why is the... You know what? We need to do the full package, right? Oh, there's also Farewell. It's perfection! Man, Jeskai, absolutely amazing, so much fun. Why are you in this game still? If we could show the hand, he would never be in this game anymore. I will counter everything, just to send the message. Silver Scrutiny, Fires of Victory. Yeah, exactly, that's my point, my friend. We are just getting started and you won't like the rest. Alright, that was way more fun than I expected.